Hey, FlimsyLunchTray here with you today for a rather fun match. I had so much fun working on the thumbnail. I usually do the video first and make the thumbnail, but I really wanted to make the thumbnail first for this particular video for you today. In Salem versus Malta, or in other words, how do I say this? America versus BS. Because yes, USS Salem did indeed exist. Malta, no. From my understanding and what I've read is that basically the British designed the Malta with their experience in the Pacific Ocean during World War II. So this is a project aircraft carrier that never existed, but of course wargaming is like, we must make more BS and put it into our game. So, and you get a match like this today in ranked. I've been playing a ton of Salem in ranked. Normally I play a little bit more radar minnow, but I've just been playing a lot of Salem, and I've been having some excellent games and carrying a lot of battles and stuff as well. So yes, Salem and ranked. I've done a video. I was contemplating this as an intermediate player guide video, but I've actually already done one similar to this, and I'll link it at the end of the video. Maybe I even could put it in the top right corner if I remember to. And that is, how do you deal with a carrier that's focusing you? Okay, that's what we're gonna have this battle. So I'm trying to use my depth charge airstrikes to pull the fighters away so I can get a breather. You can see they actually chased them, so that's nice, but then they end up coming back. So now I'm trying to chase them away again, because we've taken over 600,000 potential damage, 700,000 now, just because of the CV. And so you can see we're joking in chat about CVs, and I'm gonna make a fun comment to the Malta here in a minute. I actually like egging on CVs when possible. When I'm in a ship that has A, not like Adjun Core. I had a battle yesterday where the CV was focusing me in Adjun Core, and there's nothing I could do. But he sucked, so that helped. But in this battle, you're going to see us take on the Malta. I'm going to go for the Malta. So here I am teasing him, stop mooching on me. Oh, I just love it. So what happens is I have a nice sip of cup of coffee. So what happens when you do have a CV focusing you? So basically before this match even started, or the battle struck zero, I knew I can't just push up in, let's say, F6 and sit on the island. When you have a CV in the battle, especially something like Malta, who has these AP dive bombers, pretty sure that, yeah, you just get wrecked. Especially if he gets a strike lined up on you properly, like, you're just going to be absolutely in a world of hurt. So you can't play island positioning. You have to basically play out in open water, or you use islands while you're sailing, maneuvering to try to maybe prevent him getting a torpedo drop off or something. Here we're going to use our propulsion. We have propulsion in the 4th slot with Salem, so we can just easily accelerate away. The other thing I was being mindful of actually was the incomparable. He's moving up along the flank wide, and you know, of course we're trying to avoid these torpedoes, but he gets the next strike off anyways. So it looks like we're maybe going to eat 1 torpedo. So I mean, 1 torpedo versus 8 torpedoes is sorry. 2 torpedoes versus 8 torpedoes is a lot better in my opinion. And because he's focusing so much, I probably didn't have to use a heal there, but I did, probably forgetting how powerful. I should know that, you know, Salem repair is incredibly powerful, so I think that's a little bit of a misplay on my part, and I think that's going to come back to bite me in the butt later on. But for now, you just get to see how things go. So Malta seems to be gunning for us. Now, one of the things I can't do here is I can't push in towards an incomparable. With his 510mm guns, he's just simply going to overmatch us and wreck us. So I want to play with my battleships if possible. But what I don't want to happen, and you see it's beginning to happen, is that we're losing map control. We're going down to the bottom left quarter of the map. That's not good for us, right? We don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn out left, starboard, no, port's left. And I'm going to try to see if I can't put this island between us and the incomparable. As I'm also trying to be super mindful, I have two Ohios that are really trying to be cheeky and take these 21-kilometer range shots. And we're already up to 1.2 million potential damage and 40,000 plane damage. So the incomparable's got to go, right? He's the one that's exposing us on the flank. Des Moines popped out, so I just called for, hey, maybe someone can get a sneaky shot in on the Des Moines. So we're going to move up on the incomparable. Maybe incomparable will fire his guns, so then we can open up. So we just had to be mindful here. Our FDR is also saying, yeah, this incomparable is not good to have here. We need to take him out. So we prioritize our AA sector. He's focusing the Kremlin a bit here right now at the moment. I'm going to play with my throttle too. Incomparable is not interested in us, so that's great. And I'm checking over my left shoulder. And only now do we actually have damage in the game, besides the plane damage. So when you have a CV focusing you, and now I'm pretty sure he's bringing his carpet bombers, AP bombs towards us, you know, it can be really frustrating. But we have 15 planes killed. It is what it is. Another thing that's really great about Salem is you have the defensive AA, which we are going to probably burn through all these, I'm pretty sure. And what you don't want to let the AP bombs do for Malta is you don't want them to strike you bow on. You want to be broadside like that. So 1400 damage. Granted, this puts me in a bit of an awkward situation because of the incomparable, but FDR killed him before he got out past the island, which is great for us. So that's really, really good. So you want to be broadside when you have those Malta AP bombers coming in, and you want to be bow in or stern away from Malta with his torpedo planes. So we acted like we were going to keep turning around, but I'm just going to actually turn out and away. And looks like he's going to go elsewhere. Yeah, it looks like it. And if you look at the mini-map, I realized the Malta, there's nothing between me and the Malta, just him and his planes. So that's pretty great for us. So that means I'm going to push up the 7-8 line. Now, and am I going to be able to sail a straight line towards the Malta? No. I am going to be sailing like a drunk man. And I almost thought about making this video as like a little miniature meme compilation. So I threw in some fun things, like it's more towards the end of the battle. It took me more time than normal to make this video, so please appreciate it, especially the thumbnail. So, AP bombs coming in, what do? We go broadside. Okay, that one I did 4,600, the other one did 1,400, so you can, chunk 10, 15 plus K if you eat that strike proper. Okay, now the fact that we're so close means he's going to be getting his aircraft up that much quicker. Now, defensive AA is coming off cooldown, so we are going to probably burn that again. I'm actually messed up. I should have used the defensive AA first and then priority AA sector, but I didn't. I don't know why I didn't feel like I wanted to use the defensive AA right there. So I could have. It was a full squadron strike. So, but maybe I was thinking more. I wanted it for the, because these are those dive bombers are the planes I fear the most, right? So now we're going to pop the defensive A. We're going to priority AA sector. We're going to go turn out broadside. So like I said, sounding like a drunk man. And broadside again. And we didn't actually even get full on broadside. We only partially angled. And that salvo we ate 10K. So I think it's even I'm pretty sure it's possible to eat over 20 to 25,000 damage from those dive bombers, right? So we're running out of map because sea, I should say, because of the island right beside us. But now we're going to go bow in. Malta's dropped his torpedoes pretty far off, so hopefully I can find a window here. Yeah, we can find a window. And still, looks like the Hindenburg and Des Moines are in mid Ohio. It's really way too far away for us to have to worry about. Now I'm gonna have to go sail in. So when there's rocket strikes, torpedo strikes, you want to be sailing bow in or stern away. Dive bombers, you want to be broadside. So you're presenting as small as target as possible. I mean, there I actually showed a little bit too much side, and we're gonna be put on fire here. So I'm not too worried about it, but now what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to burn a heal, preemptively start using it before we even mix the strike off, because it's likely I could die. And unfortunately, I really want to turn bow in, but I just killed the throttle, and that actually works out decently for us, because I want to be able to make the turn. And our CVs dropped fighters on me, which is fantastic. So he's allowing me to be able to get closer up on the CV here. And one of the other things I really like doing, because I don't mind taking on CVs like this in a situation, is give my team the opportunity to make plays and just have the CV focus me, waste all of his time on me, right? So this doesn't bother me, and you see that I said that in chat. Now I don't want to pull out broadside here to the Malta as we pick up the A defense expert, so we're really trying to kill the speed and coming around the corner. One of the things when I was watching this replay, I should have went ahead and switched to armor piercing sooner. There was no need for me to have to shoot HE as long as I did there. So AP sooner, because we are going to get some black ribbons. And FDR is getting a strike off with his torpedo bombers the same time that I'm getting AP pumped into his side. And that's what I'm talking about. And now Malta's coming back, so I need to go bow in. I'm going to maybe take one. I don't remember. Yeah, we're going to take one. And I used the heal there. And I think what I would have liked to have done is not have to use the heal there. I would have liked to wait a little bit longer to use it. And you're going to find out why here in just a moment. So, goodbye, Cancer. Salem versus Malta win. We mostly did that all to ourselves, right? But anyhow. But we did get some help from FDR. Okay, Des Moines comes out. I'm aiming for his butt citadel. If you just aim just right where I am. And then Hindenburg, get a nice big 7K salvo coming in here. Trying to see. Oh. Nope, not enough. So he was actually at a heal going. So I would have liked to have saved my heal for when the engagement began, because I would have lived longer, and I probably actually would have killed Hindenburg there, and maybe even got a double strike out of that. It would have been close. So 91,000 damage, finally, after 5,000 damage. 2.3 million potential damage. Blade damage, 161,000 blade damage. Holy cow. Yeah. 49 planes shot down. And I have to look, I don't remember how many of those were fighters too. But that's Salem versus Malta. So I hope you enjoyed that engagement. It's always very satisfying for me to watch a CV die, even if he's on my team. Unfortunately, we didn't get the kill, so that was a bit of a bummer. But now the Hindenburg has to run away from the FDR. You can see he's in pain. Man, I like Salem. I have so many videos on my channel about Salem. It's not even fair. And I still have more videos I need to showcase with Salem. Like, it's ridiculous. So ranked Salem versus Malta. 1.2 million credits. 49 planes shot down. The 1 destroyed. The 5 citadels. You got the A, Defense Expert, so super nice there. Even some secondary ribbon hits there. I don't know if this even did any damage or not. Then going along over to Team Score, here in just a moment. 2,257 base XP. Planes are really going to help contribute towards that. Our Recruitment did pretty good. I think he takes a lot of damage. You can see he actually got 15 planes shot down. So maybe post edit, I'll write down how many planes our team shot down because I can't do math on the fly. Let's see, planes. It looks like we shot down 11 fighters, and secondaries did 1,100 damage. But yeah, so we took 111,000 damage in Salem. We probably could have milked a little bit more, so just didn't quite use the heals. I was really excited about killing the CV there. So 1.1 million credits, all said and done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As my fever's gone, so I am feeling better. So I got to work on Tuesdays and Wednesdays video, probably later today, I guess. So I hope you have a wonderful start to your week. And if you liked today's video, give a thumbs up. If you didn't, give a thumbs down. Subscribe if you do want to see more. If you subscribe, thanks so much. I appreciate it. And we'll catch you next time. Take care.